Now, as we have entered the tracking information for many of the tasks, you may want to assess the performance of your project on different status dates, or specifically, you may want to know the earned value indicators of your project on different status dates. Go to Project. Make sure that you have the correct status dates. For example, for now, we have tracked till July 28th for our tasks, but you can still go back to the previous status date and show the project performance based on that date. You can go change this date back to July 14th and OK. To see the earned value indicators, you can go to the View tab, Tables. You will be able to see more tables. In this box, you can find earned value, select earned value, and apply. Now here is the earned value table. You will see the tasks, the planned value, what you have planned in the baseline, the earned value, what you have earned so far on this status date, the actual cost, what you actually spend on the current date, the schedule variance, cost variance, and the estimate at completion, or the budget at completion, which again is our planned cost of the entire project, and the variance between them. You can see that we only have those numbers show for interview users and the defined requirement because by July 14th, our first status days, these are the only two tasks that been tracked. If you change the days to the second status date, to July 28th, you will see that more numbers will show for the following tasks, and the project status will change as well. Thus, it's important for you to indicate the right status days that will decide those numbers for the projects. Now, how are you going to read these numbers? By July 28th, as planned, you're supposed to complete about 30,000 amount of work. However, you actually have completed 22,000 of work by now. The actual cost you have spent so far is 26,000. You will see a negative schedule variance and a negative cost variance, meaning we are delayed in our schedule and we are over budget as well. For the entire project, our budget was 42,000. However, if we keep going with this project, our estimate to complete this project will be 50,000. There is a negative variance showing here, again, meaning that we are behind schedule and over budget in this project. If you want to know the schedule performance index and the cost performance index, you can go to View, Tables, More Tables, and change to Earned Value Cost Indicators, Apply, where you can see the CPI information. We got 0.84. That means for each dollars we spent so far, we only complete 84 cents of work. There is also a TCPI information. So for the rest of the project, for each dollar we are gonna spend, we have to complete $1.26 of work to keep up to the schedule. Next, we can go to Tables, More Table, and Earned Value Schedule Indicators. Apply. Here you can see the schedule performance indicator. Schedule-wise, by each dollar we have spent so far, we only complete 73 cents of work. So we are behind schedule. And this number, as well as this dollar value, may not make much sense on schedule because we want to know how far we have been behind the schedule. For this purpose, you can go to View, Tables, and see the variance table right here. It will giving you the actual start and finish compared to the baseline start and the baseline finish. So you will see the start variance and the finish variance. Our start variance is -1, meaning we start actually 1 day ahead of our schedule. However, our finish variance is 2 days, meaning we are 2 days behind the project schedule. Sometimes you may want to show all the useful information in one table for printing and the reporting purpose. What you can do is, for example, using the earned value tables, you can add additional columns here in one table. For example, we want to see CPI and SPI, so you can add a new column and find CPI, and another column find SPI. If you also want to show the TCPI, find it in the list as well. If you want to show variance on the scheduled date, you can do start variance and finish variance. So now in one table, you can see everything you need for earned value performance.